Hola, clase. ¿Cómo están? Excelente. And we're hard at work around here on Learning with Senor Cow Cow. All right, let's go ahead and get started with your warm up. All right, now on this test, when we have the test on Friday, you're not only going to have to be able to translate, you also need to be able to answer a question. Okay? So here we go. Saquen papel y practiquen. Pause the video now. All right, first one. I have them. Las tengo. It's las because we replaced manzanas. We buy it, referring to pan. Lo compramos. They listen to us. Nos escuchan. Now, if you put escuchamos, if you got confused, remember, they listen is escuchan. Do that first if you have to. Nos escuchan. He listens to them. Los escucha. He listens to them. He listens to them. Los escucha. If they're all girls, it'd be las escucha. All right, now here's a question. ¿Comes pizza? Sí, la como. See how we turn that around? Do you eat pizza? Yes, I eat it. Now let's make this one a no. ¿Tienes mi pasaporte? No, no lo tengo. No lo tengo. Okay, so remember, we're getting ready for the test on Friday. Now here's a super short review of direct object pronouns. You've got me, te, lo, la, nosos, los, las. These are used for replacing things. Find what the verb is talking about. If the verb is eat, it's what you eat. If the verb is read, it's what you read. And you take it out and you replace it with one of these. So in this sentence, we drink it. I'm thinking about jugo, which is juice, but I'm not going to say it out loud. We drink it. The answer is lo bebemos. Lo bebemos. Now this is how to use it with two verbs. We want to drink it. Lo queremos beber. Queremos beberlo. If you have one verb, you can only put it here right before. If there are two verbs working together, like we want to drink, I need to buy, then you can put it before the two verbs or attached to the end. And there's one little extra example here. Here's how to use these with people. Because see, a lot of these are people, like nos and me and te. So I see you. Te veo. Veo, I see. Te is you. Um, they watch us. Nos miran. We watch them. Los miramos. Okay, the verb is what is going to keep you straight. Okay. Ah, this thing I'm fighting the Microsoft Word, y'all. Okay. So also, don't forget, on the test, you also have to know your airport vocabulary again. Okay? So make sure you know your words like maleta, equipaje, pasaporte, pasajero. Those you will need for this test. There's no reason not to have them. Okay. Now we're about to listen to a little song. And in the song, the little boy singing, he keeps replacing things in the song. So these are the things that he mentions. He mentions diccionario, calculadora, 20 minutos de detención, novelas, marcadores, uniforme, instrumento. Now you could probably look at all of these and tell what they mean. Dictionary, calculator, 20 minutes of detention, novels, markers, uniform, instrument. All right? So just keep in mind, diccionario would be replaced with lo. Calculadora would be replaced with la. Novelas would be las. Marcadores, los, and so on. okay? Because this is plural and masculine, this is feminine singular, etc. Now here's how this song goes. It goes, En la clase de español necesito mi diccionario, pero no lo tengo. So, in the Spanish class, I need my dictionary, but I don't have it. No lo tengo. If you sing this, y'all, I promise you it's going to help you. It's going to get you on the right track. Pero no lo tengo. All right, so here's the song.
En la clase de español necesito mi diccionario, pero no lo tengo. En la clase de matemáticas necesito mi calculadora, pero no la tengo. Ahora tengo 20 minutos de detención en la clase de literatura. Necesito mis novelas, pero no las tengo. En la clase de arte necesito mis marcadores, pero no los tengo. Ahora tengo 40 minutos de detención en la clase de gimnasia. Necesito mi uniforme, pero no lo tengo. En la clase de música necesito mi instrumento, pero no lo tengo. Ahora tengo una vida de detención.
And there we go. Okay. So, next, let's have a look. All right, these are some questions to get you ready for your test. Be ready to answer with a direct object pronoun. Okay, so if I ask you, ¿compras libros? You would say, I want you to think about it. ¿Compras libros? Sí, los compro. Do you buy books? Yes, I buy them. ¿Escuchas música? Let's make all these C. Think about it. Look at what you're replacing. Música. ¿Escuchas música? Sí, la escucho. ¿Tienes animales en tu casa? Sí, los tengo. ¿Comes pizza? Las como. ¿Prefieres el brócoli? Sí. Sorry. Lo prefiero. I prefer it. I don't prefer broccoli to many things, but there are certainly some things that I do. What about this one? ¿Me necesitas? Here's one really for you to think about. ¿Me necesitas? Sí, te necesito. So let's say somebody has a favor for you to ask of you, and they say, ¿Me necesitas? Do you need me? Sí, te necesito. Or I guess you have the favor to ask. And there you go. All right. Now, as far as using these with people, I already kind of showed you on this page. Okay, they watch us. Nos miran. I see you. Te veo. We watch them. Los miramos. It's just like any other thing. It's just you're looking at a person or you are listening to a person and so on. Okay. Now, let's do this. I'm going to keep moving because most of this we're going to do in class anyway. Now, I want to stress one more time how to do the whole two verbs thing. Let's do a new example. Let's do I need to buy it, and I'm referring to fruta. I need to buy it. All right, I want you to think of how to say this in Espanol. All right, it would be la necesito comprar or necesito comprarla. One or the other. And again, this is not some like little textbook thing that you'll never see again. This is the real deal. It's like, ¿tienes fruta? Ah, no, necesito comprarla. No, I need to buy it. Really commonly said stuff here, y'all. Nothing about this is something that you won't use. Okay, now there's one last thing I want to do with you today. And after that, I just want you to take some time to study. Okay, like I said, there's a couple little extra things that we're going to do in class, but most of you will be there for that anyway, I'm hoping. Well, there is one other thing. Let me see how far along we are. 12 minutes? Okay. Let's do this before we get to that. Okay. So here's a practice that I took from your textbook. I took a kind of a screenshot, if you will. And it says, hold on, I'm so tired. It says, completa las oraciones con el pronombre del objeto directo para describir cómo se prepara la familia Ramos. Complete the sentences with a direct object pronoun to say how the Ramos family gets ready. So, for example, this is something you really have to think about. It says, en el verano vamos a Costa Rica. Mis abuelos blank invitan. The answer is mis abuelos nos invitan because the sentence says, in the summer, we go to Costa Rica. My grandparents invite us. We go to Costa Rica, they invite us. All right. So here are 8 for you to try. I want you to pause the video now and see how well you can get this. This is some higher level stuff that we don't get into as much as we need to. So this is your chance. See if you can read the sentences and understand what needs to go there. Okay, go ahead, pause the video now and see if you can solve these 8 sentences. You just have to write one word. All right, now I can't type on this, so I'm just going to say it out loud. Hablo en español con mis abuelos. Ellos me entienden muy bien. I speak in Spanish with my grandparents. They understand me very well. Me. Número dos. Mis papás no compran los boletos. Mis abuelos los compran. My mom and dad don't buy the tickets. My grandparents buy them. Los, referring to boletos. Hacemos 4 maletas para la familia. Elena y yo las hacemos. We pack 4 suitcases for the family. Elena and I pack them. Las, for maletas. Elena tiene el traje de baño en su mochila. No lo pone en la maleta. Elena has the bathing suit in her backpack. She doesn't put it in the suitcase. Lo for traje de baño. This whole thing turns into lo because traje suit is masculine. El agente de viajes va a preparar nuestro itinerario. El agente nos llama por teléfono porque tiene unas preguntas. The travel agent is going to prepare our itinerary. The agent calls us. Nos llama. Calls us on the phone because he has some questions. Yo no puedo encontrar mi pasaporte. Busco por todo mi cuarto y lo encuentro debajo de la cama. Lo. I can't find my passport. I look all over this place. I look all around my room and I find it under the bed. Lo encuentro, I find it, referring to pasaporte. Tomamos un taxi al aeropuerto. Mi madre lo llama un día antes. Lo. We take a taxi to the airport. My mom calls it one day before. And finally, esta es mi dirección electrónica. Te la anoto en este papel. This one is probably the toughest one. This is my email. I'll write it down on this sheet of paper. La anoto because dirección is feminine. Okay. Now, the last thing is says describe these pictures with direct object pronouns and two verbs two ways. So, for example, how would you say the dog wants it? It, of course, is a galleta. No, let's say I'm sorry. Let's say the dog wants to eat it. He wants to eat it. I'll give you just a minute to think. He wants to eat it. You could say la quiere comer or quiere comerla. All right, let's say we're talking about agua, which is actually masculine, and we want to say the men need to drink it. They need to drink it. Lo necesitan beber or necesitan beberlo. She doesn't want to eat them. And let's say we're talking about las verduras. She doesn't want to eat them. Clara no las quiere comer, no quiere comerlas. All right, so you will have to be able to do that on the test. And finally, we have this kid, Benito. No lo quiere hacer, no quiere hacerlo. He doesn't want to do it. Judging by the look on his face, at least. That's what I'm picking up. Okay, so we'll cut it off here. That was your practice for today. Study, study, study. Be ready for Friday. Knock it out. Adios.